Welcome back to the One Shot Movie Podcast. I'm your host, Vincent.
And I'm Johnny. Welcome back to the show. We have a little special episode for you guys today. We
Yeah,
call these our Zoomisodes.
we're uh, on a break from the quote unquote office, I guess you could call it for us, or studio. But so we're doing a nice Zoom episode since we're both home. And first off, I want to say Happy New Year and Happy Holidays to everybody out there. Um, I know we did our Christmas episodes, but um, you know, there's more holidays in life. Um, but also, this is probably going to be the first episode of the new year, so I want to say Happy New Year to everybody, and for all of you who stuck with us, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Moving into our second year of the podcast.
Technically,
N-
yes,
Close.
yes,
We're
but
getting
no.
we're getting there. We're
We're
getting
getting
there.
to the 1 year mark soon
Yeah.
of when we started this thing,
Yeah.
and
But
that's
it's
a few months
exciting.
in. Yeah.
It's very exciting. I'm very happy and grateful that we have this opportunity to do
Oh,
something
I'm
like this
so
for you guys.
grateful.
It's such a blessing. So
And
I'm really
we
excited
hit a
for this.
huge mile marker before the end of 2022.
We did.
We hit
Yeah.
100 subscribers on YouTube. I know it's little, but still for us, it's
For
like
us, it's really nice.
that's great. For
Yeah.
us, we're extremely happy, and we couldn't be happier. Um,
Yeah. It's great. But today we have a really great movie for you guys.
yes,
Just
it's
came out
Avatar:
recently.
The Way of Water. Oh no, wrong one. Sorry,
Wrong script.
my bad.
Yeah. No, you open the wrong one.
Yeah, my bad. No, we are doing Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, and we've talked about this for so long, for so many episodes prior
Yeah.
to this one. We've
Such a
been,
fun movie.
oh my God, we've been wanting to do this since before it even came out. We just wanted to see
Hmm.
this movie. Like
That is true.
it's incredible.
But yeah, this is obviously Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery.
Yeah.
And let's hop right into it. Like you said, we're super excited to cover this movie. We haven't talked about it in a little while, actually.
No.
But I'm super excited to talk about this film because it was so highly anticipated because of the fantastic
I
first
absolutely
movie.
loved it though.
Yeah,
I
no, I
have to
did
say
too.
it was incredible, and um I was able to watch it while working, luckily. Didn't get any interruptions throughout watching it, which was good as
That's
well.
nice.
Um and it was nice. It was very good.
Yeah. I know me, I really enjoyed this movie. However, that first one just holds a special spot
Oh
to
yeah.
me. This one was really enjoyable. However, it's not of the same level as the first one.
No, but I think there's something there that, like, to me, it just kept me engaged and like on edge the entire time. Like every 15 minutes, something else would happen, or you'd find out new
Yeah.
information, and it would just I would be so I was so invested the entire movie.
Yeah, no, that's true. This movie is a well, no better way to describe it than an onion. There's
Yeah.
so many layers to it and so much going on at the same time. Um, I like the title of the movie because it perfectly describes this. As Shrek says, a line, not a line.
A
An
line.
onion has layers, and
Ogres are like
so does
onions.
ogres. So that's nice. Shout out Shrek.
uh we got to
Um,
do Shrek soon.
yeah, no, we've talked about it.
We got to do a bunch of childhood stuff, maybe soon. All right,
Yeah,
so I'm thinking
we'll
about it.
discuss it.
Yeah. um
But back to Glass Onion. This is a comedy, crime, and a drama. Kind of similar to the first one.
yeah,
Nothing has changed there. The runtime is 2 hours and 19 minutes. And
long
when,
but worth every friggin' minute.
yeah, and when was this released?
So it was initially supposed to be released September 10th of 2022, but it actually released for 1 week in theaters on November 23rd
Yeah,
of 2022, and then it finally came to Netflix on December 23rd of 2022. Um,
yeah,
so there
uh,
was a lot going on with this movie.
yeah. Delays and stuff we won't really get into, but obviously COVID was a factor.
Yeah,
We can tell from the movie itself, and I kind of like that adaptation of COVID in this film.
I liked how it was like, okay, so um coworker of mine who's actually going to be on the next episode, um he turned it off after 15 minutes.
Really?
Turned it off after 15
Because he
minutes.
saw COVID?
He said he didn't like it. He said this movie was too quote unquote woke. And I keep trying to tell him, I go, it's not woke. It's just a modernized movie. Like
Yeah.
it's dealing with all the problems we've had to go through. And you see though that it takes place 2 years prior.
Yeah, exactly. So they're still in the midst of COVID. I think it
Right.
said March, so that's right
It
when it
was,
hit.
yeah, it was like March 2020.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
like that's still like that's like a year into it though.
yeah, exactly. So this is
Nobody's
some
really
serious shit.
supposed to leave,
Hmm.
it was nothing like that. So the thing was is like I don't think it's a woke movie. I think it's
Hmm.
just very modernized, and I think Ryan Johnson did a great job of modernizing this movie.
Yeah, I would agree. I think
He
he did
even
a
did it with he
fantastic
even
job.
did it with the first one though too.
Hmm. I would
Um
agree.
but yeah,
But since we're talking about the movie already, let's jump right into the plot. Do you want to read it to us?
sure.
Okay.
So this plot is five longtime friends are invited to the Greek island home of billionaire Miles Bron during the 2020 COVID pandemic. All five know Braun from way back and owe their current wealth, fame, and careers to him. The main event is a murder weekend game with Braun to be the victim. In reality, they all have reasons to kill him. Also invited is Benoit Blanc, the world's greatest detective.
But
Now,
I have something to say about that.
yeah,
Technically, he wasn't
he wasn't
invited.
invited. No.
Yeah,
Now,
he was paid.
now, John, knowing what this movie was
Hmm.
and like what it was supposed to be, were you trying to put the pieces together like I was?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, I was. I was saying when I was watching it with my girlfriend, I was saying, "Oh, like this is this is definitely a play on this, and this could happen, and
Right.
this and this and this." But there were
I thought,
obviously some certain curves that I totally didn't see coming,
oh
and I was
yeah.
really, really happy that
Well,
certain things happened.
you know, but so we're gonna spoil this movie. So if you haven't watched it, go watch it.
Yeah.
Um, but we say in our intro, these episodes do contain spoilers. So just a disclaimer there. But I'm about to say some spoilers real quick. I didn't think Bautista was gonna die, dude.
Neither did I.
That threw me off so hard. But
No.
I knew it was an allergy. By the way
Yeah.
he died, I could tell it was his pineapple.
Yeah. Which was a good play on that because he kept saying, "No, I don't mess with pineapples. I don't like
Right, right.
pineapples." But I like that. In the I think it was some of the trailers they were kept saying like, "Oh, Miles Bron, he's gonna die. He is the murder."
Well, that's what I
So I kind
thought.
of expected that someone else would die and not him
The thing was,
because it was too straightforward what they were trying to show.
I didn't really look into it that much because I didn't really know what the whole plot behind this was because I was kind of just I was so invested in seeing this movie, but I didn't want to ruin it for myself by
Yeah.
watching like all these trailers. So I watched, the sneak peek that came out, you
Yeah.
know, of the title, and then I watched the first trailer that came out, and still I didn't get a lot from that first trailer. So I
That's fair.
was I didn't really invest myself into the trailers. I
Hmm.
invested myself into the actual movie,
Yeah.
and
No, that's fair.
and I thought he was gonna die, and it was just gonna be a who done it, like who was the one that killed him.
Yeah.
And then I saw Batista fucking um choking, or having the allergic reaction, and I was like, oh shit,
This is
I
it.
didn't know this was
Yeah.
gonna happen. And then it just unravels from there,
Mhm.
layer after layer.
Exactly.
But it
It's
was
nice.
fantastic.
No, I agree. But now I want to jump into the pacing of the film. What do we think? Was it too fast, too slow, or was it just right?
Um,
I
See,
know it
it's a
bounces
little
around a
hard
lot,
to
but
say,
yeah.
just because I think it is paced very good, and especially with the I love, and I'll say it once and I'll say it 1,000 times. I love when movies do this. They show you the entire movie in the beginning, and then they show you
Yeah.
what actually happened at the end of it. Kind of like
Yeah.
Oceans, kind of like the first Knives Out movie. What's another one? Um, I don't know, but there's just,
Even Uncharted does it too
yeah, a
in
little bit,
certain
yeah.
aspects.
But I love when they just show the entire movie.
You get multiple perspectives, and
Exactly.
because
It's so captivating.
yeah, because certain movies, like you could even make this argument about the Halloween franchise. They only really show it through one point of view. And if you think
Right.
about it, imagine if they showed it through other point of views, like I don't know, some other person, whoever it was.
Right.
You get another perspective and another like thought process of what's actually going on.
Yeah. I
Because
mean, it's
in this franchise, you see like in the first one, you see it through Chris Evans' point of view, Anna de Armas's point of view.
right.
And
You
in
see
this
it
one,
through
you
all
see
these
it through a
different
lot.
perspectives.
Yeah, it
And you
just
even, I would say for the first one, you would even see it through Harlan's
yeah,
uh, perspective, because he's confronting his grandkids about
exactly.
what's going on. You're getting cut off. You're out of the will.
Yeah.
You fucked.
It's so good. That
Yeah.
movie's so great. We did release our top 5 movies of all time on our
Yeah.
Instagram page. Go check us out. All of our social medias. Our Instagram is One Shot Movie Podcast Official. If you guys don't feel like typing that, just click our link tree in our bio of everything. It's
Bio
on
of everything.
there.
Except
Uh,
TikTok, because TikTok, apparently you need like 10,000 followers, and
yeah,
we're not even close to that yet. So
yeah.
unless you guys
One
want to
day.
go, go check
Yeah,
out our
check us
TikTok.
out on TikTok. TikTok's been doing pretty good recently. I
TikTok has
like what
been
we've been
good.
doing there.
Yeah.
I know I've been it's a little lacking because I started a winter class,
John's been
but
busy, but
yeah,
I
been
don't hold
busy.
him. I don't hold it against him.
Um, but what was I saying? Um, Pretty
Uh,
much the different point of views, it just helps the viewer understand things a little bit more.
yeah.
And going back to pacing, I think you can't say this movie is too fast or too slow because they go back and show different
Right.
things so many times. I think it was really nice.
Yeah.
And
So I
I
would
have
have
no
to say it's
complaints.
just right. I
Yeah,
would have to.
I have no complaints about it, to be honest. I know we've kind of been saying that some movies are perfect just because we don't want to really dive into it. I know we said at least one or two of them have been too fast at certain points,
Yeah.
but I mean,
But like
you
pacing is
can.
a huge thing in movies. If
It is.
like Doctor Strange, like the second one, and we talk about this a little bit
Mhm.
um in that episode, which isn't out yet, but there's a sneak
Yeah.
peek.
Spoiler, we have a really great episode for that one.
Like that starts off really quick, and I
Yeah.
don't think it should. I mean, it can, but also at the same time, like sometimes it captivates you if it does it really, if it does it well.
hmm
But there are also times where if it's not done well,
Yeah, I
it
feel
could
like
lose your interest.
yeah, like I don't want to dive totally into it. I don't want to go off on a big tangent,
Right.
but I think that movie was a little too confusing out the gate
Yeah,
to
yeah.
really capitalize you. But anyway,
I was confused out
uh,
the gate.
yeah, I want to jump back into this one. I want to jump into the cast, and we always bring up
Oh,
Marvel in pretty much every
fantastic
episode.
cast.
It just
Yeah,
happens. Um, but our cast, who is our lead guy?
of course, it's Daniel Craig, Mr. 007 himself.
Yeah,
Um, so Daniel Craig plays Benoit Blanc, as you could tell by the first one and this one. Uh, it's just he's fantastic.
yeah, he really
He's
is.
phenomenal in this movie.
Yeah,
In
and
both of these movies, like it's just crazy.
yeah, really, really nice. And he made
Uh,
a load of money from this one. I'll tell you
Oh
that.
yeah, $20 million.
Yeah, and I'll jump into that a little bit
Wish
later, but
wish I could have some of that.
that would be nice, right?
Yeah.
What is Daniel Craig known for besides the obvious?
I mean, of course, he's known for James Bond. He was actually had a short little cameo in The Force Awakens.
Yeah, I thought that was really
Kings,
cool.
Kings, and Logan Lucky. Why does
Yeah.
Logan Lucky sound familiar?
It came out in I think 27. No, sorry, Kings was 2017. Lucky Logan I think was 2012 or 2014. I
20
can't
Lucky
remember.
Logan sounds familiar. Let me just
Who else was I can't think of who else was in that with
Lucky
him.
Logan was. Oh yes, I did. I see this all over TikTok.
Yeah.
It's Adam Driver, Channing Tatum, and the one Adam Driver has one arm, and
Mm-hmm.
Channing Tatum has one leg, but it has something to do with
Do they like conjoin and make like one super body or something?
no,
Is
that's
that?
fucked up, but no. No, I'll just read the plot of
Yeah.
Logan Lucky real quick. West Virginia family man Jimmy Logan teams up with his one-armed brother Clyde and sister Melly to steal money from the Charlotte Motor Speedway in North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty
It's a
interesting.
little heist.
But I think they lose. I think they like Adam Driver loses his arm maybe because he's better. I don't know. I don't know the whole
Okay.
story behind it. But I did
Gotcha.
see a scene on there where Adam Driver's a bartender and this dude's making fun of him because he's got one arm, and then
Damn, that's
Channing
fucked up.
Tatum with one leg like kicks the shit out of him. It's fucking great. Um, or he like blows up his truck or something. It's good. But yeah,
Oh, damn. Uh, but yeah, I didn't know that Daniel Craig had a little cameo in Force Awakens. I thought that
I
was really
funny
cool.
thing is I did. I knew that.
Really?
Yeah. I
I
knew that
didn't.
for a while.
I never knew that. I thought that was
Since
really neat.
since The Force Awakens came out because he was filming one of the James Bond movies like in the lot right over,
Gotcha.
and he talked to JJ Abrams
Hmm.
and was like, "Hey, can I just
Let me
be
get in on
can
this.
I just have like a cameo or something?" And
Yeah,
so JJ Abrams made him a stormtrooper just for the hell of it.
that's so fun.
Yeah. Nothing to
Um,
kind of take away the audience from what they were watching.
yeah. But up next we have a former star. I
I'm a
I don't know. I don't know what to think of Edward Norton.
he's a
I don't know. I'm not overly fond of him, to be honest. But
he's a man who's made a big mistake in his life. If you want to say that.
yeah. Edward Norton, he plays Miles Bron, and he made the second most. Oh no, sorry, I lied. Not the second most out of anybody in this film. He made $1.2 million from this film, and he is known for some pretty good movies actually.
Yeah.
Fight Club, Birdman, which I really want to see still. I haven't seen it, and I'm
What's
disappointed I
Birdman?
haven't.
Like what is it?
Oh, I don't even I don't even know what it's about completely, but I know that it's supposedly very good, and I definitely want to see that. He's also in Primal Fear, which I've heard of. Sausage Party. I didn't know he was in
I
that.
didn't know that either.
Yeah, until I looked it up. Sausage Party. That was a fun movie.
That was funny. Will
Yeah,
Ferrell,
and you
fucking
know
Jonah Hill.
they're making a TV show out of Sausage Party
Are they
that's gonna go
really?
on. I think Peacock. Um,
Fucking
Peacock
Peacock
or
is the worst
no,
streaming service
definitely
ever.
not Paramount. Yeah, it's got to be one of those. But he's also known for the Incredible Hulk.
Dude, this man, oh my god, he missed out on
Dude
the
fumbled the
biggest
bag.
it really like for
Literally.
real. Yeah.
Uh,
Like oh my god.
that's just no
It's
words.
just yeah,
No words.
exactly.
And then he's also known for the Italian Job.
I love the Italian Job. I love that movie so much.
I haven't seen it.
It's so good. Oh my god, John.
Yeah.
You're
I gotta
killing
get
me,
on that.
man.
I gotta get on that. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it for Edward Norton. Like I said, I'm just not a huge fan of him. I didn't
Yeah.
really even love him in
Well,
The
if you
Incredible
think
Hulk,
if you
but
think about it, John's not an Edward Norton fan, but he's a Mark Ruffalo guy.
apparently,
Yeah.
so
Big
yeah.
Ruffalo guy. Um, so up next we have Janelle Monae as Andi Brand. Is
And
it
another,
Brand or Brandt? I think it's Brand.
yeah.
Brandt.
Oh, DC. Oh, maybe I
Yeah,
just missed that.
I think. Could be wrong.
Maybe I don't know. But
Um,
she plays two characters in this film. Spoiler.
she plays Andi, and then she also plays the
Helen.
sister. Yeah, Helen. I forgot
Yeah,
her name.
yeah.
It's the thing because I keep referring to her as Andi in my head.
I know.
I'm
But
like, it's one person.
majority of the film, she plays Helen. She majority of the
Well,
film, she
no.
is Helen playing
Yeah.
Andy.
Well, yeah. Yeah,
That's what I meant to
you're
say.
confusing me.
Sorry.
She's known for Hidden Figures,
Which is
Moonlight. Oh,
sorry, by the way, Hidden Figures is a great movie.
isn't that the
I
one with the women and I don't know. I have
It's
no idea
such a
what
good
it's
movie.
about,
I watched
honestly.
it a few times the last
It
couple
it was
years.
a Academy Award winner. wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. It was an excellent film. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it.
Moonlight, Harriet, and Lady and the Tramp,
Yeah,
2019.
she
What, live action Lady
yeah,
and
the
the
live
Tramp?
action one. Yeah.
When did they come out with a live action Lady and the Tramp? Did I
Like
miss
2019, 2018, I think it was.
did
Something like that.
I miss that?
Yeah, you definitely did.
Dude, I'm like,
it was really enjoyable too.
I just want to see the freaking movie poster. Like, I am intrigued. Oh yeah, I forgot they made this.
Yeah. It was
2019.
good.
Dude, it's so crazy to 2019 was I'm sorry. 2019 was 4 years ago. That's just it's so crazy to me.
Yeah,
To
I
me,
know.
it's like
Me too.
2019 was last year.
No, that's a fair thing to say because it seems like it was so long ago, but it
Yeah,
like
especially with everything
wasn't.
that's been going on.
Yeah, no, I know. It's wild to me.
Yeah.
But yeah. Um,
Who's up next, John?
up next we have Kathryn Hahn, or is it Hahn?
Han.
Kathryn Hahn. We have Kathryn Hahn up next, and she plays Claire Debella, or a public figure. And she made $600,000 from this movie. Really great actress. I really like her
Kathryn
in a
Hahn's a
lot of
great
things.
actress.
She's very versatile.
Oh yeah.
Um,
She
I've
can play
noticed.
she can play very like a very funny character, a very serious character, an evil
Yeah.
character. Like she can play. She's insane. She like insane in a good way.
Yes, definitely. But she is known for the Hotel Transylvania series, which I haven't seen.
What?
Yeah, she voices one of the characters in that. I've never seen them. My sisters
No.
watch them.
You're kidding.
Yeah. I don't even know who she plays. I've never seen them. I can look it
I've
up
seen
real
like the
quick.
first or second one, I think.
Let's see. Who does she play? Let me open it up on IMDb real quick. She's only in the third and fourth one. So she's not in one or two from what I'm seeing here.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I've come to find. She's also known for WandaVision. She plays a great role.
Great
And
character.
we've talked about this before with her. She has an up and coming show coming out. What is
Coven
that
of
one called?
Chaos, right?
Yes. Yeah, Coven of Chaos. I'm pretty sure, unless they changed it
Isn't
again.
it isn't it Agatha what is it? Agatha Coven of
Agatha.
Chaos?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Because what was it supposed to be?
I don't know.
The
I thought it
Harkness of something, right?
I thought it was supposed to be House of Harkness, which would make
Yeah.
sense because that's her last name.
Yeah.
But Coven of Chaos is still pretty good too.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
With whatever one they go with, I think it'll be really
Yeah.
enjoyable. That doesn't really matter in terms of what we actually see.
Yeah.
But I am very excited to see it.
Loved
She
WandaVision.
also has this mini series on HBO called Miss Fletcher, which I'm kind of intrigued. I kind of want to see it because I just really I enjoy her performances in a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I think it could be really good. So check it out. Check it out. It's on HBO. She's also in one of my favorite movies of all time. Also on my top 5.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I put on my top 5. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse is
She
great.
plays Doc Ock. And
Doc
Doc Ocker. She has such a wide variety of roles that she
Yeah.
plays. And
Also, if
then
you haven't checked out our Spider-Verse episode, go do that.
that is a really great one
We had our
too.
great our good friend on Gabe. It was a really fun episode.
Yeah, shout out Gabe.
And I think we have to shout out what's his Schwarber?
Yeah, Leave Schreiber.
Yeah, he actually liked our Instagram post.
He did. Well, I mean, we
Um,
tagged him in it for 14 days straight.
yeah,
So I'm glad he liked one of them.
but still, like it was very very cool, and
It was a surreal moment. It was really exciting.
it really was.
Even though
And
it
I
was
would
just a
yeah,
like, it still is a very exciting moment.
we would love
So
to have him on the show if he would respond to us.
yeah, that'd be cool. But hey, he's probably very,
I
very
would
busy
love to
man.
do like Wolverine with it, like
Oh my
X-Men
God.
Origins,
That would be so fun,
because he
right?
plays Sabretooth. Like,
Sabretooth.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my god, I'd love that.
that'd be
I
very
just
fun.
love to talk to him. Like I just think that
Yeah.
would be so cool. Like
No, I don't doubt it. I
I'm
think that'd be
like
really cool too.
I'm having a little fangirl moment right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. But back to Kathryn Hahn to round it off. She's in Bad Moms, which is a really great movie as well.
Yeah.
So
I've
that's
I've
her.
seen I don't know. I don't know if I've seen
Uh-huh.
like bits and pieces of it.
Okay. Yeah.
Up
Pretty good
next,
film.
we have Kate Hudson as Birdie Jay, and she earned $2 million for this film. She is known for Mother's Day, Fool's Gold, and Almost Famous.
Yeah. Almost Famous is probably her most popular one that I can find. Um, doesn't act in a ton of projects. But she was good in this movie. She played her role really well.
Oh yeah, she
So
was great.
yeah, I enjoyed it. Uh, Up next we have Mr. Dave Bautista. And he plays Duke Cody, and he made $2.5 million from this film.
Damn,
And he is obviously known for his days in the WWE.
of course.
Um, I was a big WWE guy growing up, and then
I was not.
I found out it was fake, and I'm like, ah, let me not watch it anymore.
I was told that it was fake from the start.
Yeah, I was like 8 watching the WWE, and I'm like, this is really cool. And then I got to like 11 years old, and I'm like, oh, okay, it makes sense that's fake. Gotcha.
Right.
But yeah, he was always one of my favorites in WWE. But now he is a really, really great actor. He even said recently that he doesn't want to be the second coming of The Rock.
I saw that.
And I think that's a really good thing for him to say because he's carved out his own uh, kind of like things that he's done, and he's done a really great job.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't want to hate on him,
mhm.
but I don't think he's the best actor.
No, I don't think so either. But from things that he's been in, he's serviceable. He's good.
Yes.
So for the roles that he's been in,
But
I'm
like
not saying
to
he
be
has a wide
honest, like I
variety.
don't think I would like I watched Glass Onion for like the other characters. Like if I was just like I don't think I would just be like, "Oh, Dave Bautista's in this." Like, let
Yeah,
me
that
go
wouldn't
see
make
it.
me want to
Like
watch it.
yeah. Like
I watch it for the story itself. I don't care who's in it.
right.
So
But like also like one of the things he's known for here, My Spy, like I would never just go and
yeah,
watch
go and see
that.
that because he's in it. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That wouldn't happen for me either. But he's also obviously he's in the Guardians of the Galaxy, and he kind of just plays this quiet big guy, and that kind of works for him.
You want to know
So
something funny? So he was actually also in Smallville. He was in like an episode or two of
was it
Smallville.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I must have not
And
seen that.
and the funny thing is, so he was in Smallville and
Hmm.
now he's on Guardians of the Galaxy. The guy that plays Lex Luthor, Michael Rosenbaum,
Yeah.
in Smallville, is in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Do you remember the crystal guy when they Sylvester Stallone goes to like banish Yondu on that one planet with like all the hookers or something?
Maybe I haven't seen that one in a while, to be honest. So
Guardian, yeah. So
yeah, I
Michael
don't remember.
Rosenbaum just plays this like really like
Mhm.
crystal like glass guy. Doesn't
Okay,
say a single word, but apparently he's going to be in Volume 3 too.
interesting.
He confirmed it, which I
That's
would love
cool.
to have Michael Rosenbaum on the show too.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to
Um,
just talk to him about Smallville, honestly.
yeah, no, that'd be great. That's such a great show. But back to Dave Bautista. He's also known for Army of the Dead, My Spy, and then he has a role in Spectre, Double O
Really
Seven movie. Yeah, apparently.
interesting.
I've never seen any of the
Co-starring
James
Daniel
Bond.
Craig, I would assume.
Yeah, it was that one. But I've never seen any of his 007 movies, so I'm not sure.
Casino Royale, like I've said before, Casino Royale is a great one.
Yeah. But who do we have up next?
We have Leslie Odom Jr. He's known for Needle in a Time Stack, One Night in Miami, and Hamilton, which I
Yeah,
would kill to see.
yeah, so
Dude,
good. He plays
I
Aaron Burr, sir.
yeah, yeah. Dude, you know I like used to listen to the soundtrack like on
Yes, so did
repeat,
I.
dude. It
It was
was
so good.
oh my god, it was great. It helped me pass like some of my high school fucking tests.
Yeah, no,
Um,
that's such a great.
Even though it's on Disney Plus, like it's just not the same feeling. Like I'd love to go see it like live
Yeah,
in person.
but then again, if you see it in person now, it's not the same as it was with its
Right. Like
original cast.
I want Lin-Manuel Miranda as
Yeah,
Hamilton and I want him as Aaron Burr.
of course,
And
but
also um there's a bunch of other guys. Who's the guy that's doing all the commercials now for like Uber Eats and DoorDash? He's another Hamilton guy.
I can't remember, to be
He's
honest with
got
you.
like the big like froey hair. I don't
Yeah,
know his name, but
I
yeah,
couldn't tell you. I don't remember.
he's
Um,
apparently coming to like the cinema world, I guess you could call it.
oh, okay. That's nice.
Yeah.
But finally in our cast, we're gonna round it off with Madelyn Cline. She plays Whiskey, and she made $250,000 from this movie.
Damn.
She's an up and coming actress. Obviously, we all know her from Outer Banks and pretty much nothing else.
Yeah.
Um, from what I found, she was actually in 2 episodes of Stranger Things. She has small roles in
Sure
them.
about that?
From what I see, I've never watched Stranger Things, so I not one
You
to say,
know,
oh, she's in this episode and this one, but that's what I've read.
I want to say something to you, Jonathan. Oh shit, she was in Stranger Things. Okay, look at
Yeah.
that. Um, since I started watching Breaking Bad, I want you to start watching Stranger Things.
I gotta finish Breaking Bad first again.
Why? You've seen it.
Though I know, but I gotta finish watching it though before I start something else.
All
You
right,
know,
fine.
I'm almost done with season 3.
Me too.
I watched almost an entire season today.
Me too.
Yeah, I watched. I think.
I watched from episode 3 to like episode 9 today.
Yeah, I'm on episode 10 or well, I actually have it up right now.
Dude,
What am I
stop.
on? Oh, I'm on episode 12 right now. Half measures. That's
Dude,
a good one. Tell me you are right now too.
no, but like
Oh,
you're just
oh, but
stealing my mojo.
Breaking Bad is probably my all-time favorite TV show, and I just forget about it
I'm only on
sometimes.
episode 8.
But yeah, sorry. Back to Madelyn Cline. Like I said, she's an up-and-coming actress. And she hasn't been in a ton of stuff.
In
This
Outer
Is the
Banks,
Night
her
is another
acting
one.
is a little iffy sometimes, but I think her acting was decent in this. I do think it was pretty good. There were
Yeah,
times where it was a little lacking, but not to the
I think
point where it was horrible.
I think it fit her character, so I have no complaints about it, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying like it was a little lacking, but I don't think
Yeah,
it took away from the movie.
same thing with Bautista. You can make the argument for him too, but it's
Yeah.
not a big difference. Um, but yeah, I want to keep moving here into our director and experience. Obviously, we know him, Mr. Rian Johnson. He's known for The Last Jedi.
Yep.
Uh, I don't even want to talk about those movies, but
Yep.
he's obviously directed the first Knives Out movie. He directed Looper in 2012, which was a movie I want to see still. And then he directed 3 episodes of Breaking Bad, which the one I actually just watched today. It's in season 3, it's Fly. It's the next episode for you. I think it's episode 10.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm only on episode 8.
So it's episode 10, I believe. I just watched it like a couple hours ago.
I'm gonna try to get to episode 10 tonight, but I
Yeah.
might fall asleep. So
Yeah. No, right now it's after midnight. So
yeah.
yeah.
So it's so there's Fly, and then there's another one. What was the other one?
There's 3 total that he did,
Right.
but they're throughout. It's not all in one season.
Oh, okay.
It's like season 3, season 5, and I think like season 2 or something like that. I just can't remember off the top of my head.
Gotcha.
But yeah, now let's jump into the meat of the episode.
Did you say the meat?
Yeah, like I don't know, the
Alright.
big portion of it,
Alright.
the fun part. Like no one cares about
You
the
know,
end
our
of what we
favorite
say.
part? You could have
Yeah,
just said not the meat.
pause.
You pause.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You what do I mean? What do you mean? You're the one that called it the meat of the episode.
You're the one who's saying it again. Anyway,
Don't even.
moving into visual effects, really isn't much.
No, not even
And
the
anything
littlest
that
bit.
anything I think could have been visual effects is probably practical, being fire, and that's the simplest.
I think there was a lot of fire that was probably visual though. You could kind of tell.
Yeah.
But there was a lot that I think was also real.
Obviously, you have the gunshots and so on,
Right.
which is obvious. Maybe glass breaking from the gunshots, that could have been visual effects, which did look nice, by the way.
Yeah.
Um,
But even all of the stuff that she shatters too, that was all real.
yeah, no, exactly. I want to know how many shots that took to do. I'm very curious how many takes.
That's
That would be something
interesting.
fun to know,
That's
right?
very interesting.
Because
Yeah.
that scene is so
If they only did that in like
ex-
one take, that
yeah.
had to have been fantastic. Like
That would have been really nice.
you couldn't have gotten a better take out of that.
Yeah. Well, they smashed like 15 things in that one
Yeah,
scene. I'm gonna make a social post out of this right now. So, well, not right now, but I'm gonna make a
right
social
now.
post out of
Do it
this.
right now.
So that scene is so intricate. I think
It's
it
crazy, and
must have taken so
I
many
think it's
takes.
all shot in one single sequence.
I can't remember,
It
to be honest. I
there
can't
might
think of
be,
it.
I think there might be some cuts,
I
but
feel like there has to be.
it looks like it kind of almost looks and feels like it's just one single shot, because in one
Yeah.
single sequence, just because of what's going on and
Yeah.
how highly intense it is at that moment.
Yeah, because it's following her around while as she shatters everything.
Yeah,
And then everyone else is like, well, fuck it. I mean, if she's gonna break shit, I might as well too. So
right.
then they do as well.
And then she just
Which
keeps going.
yeah, and then she keeps going, which is great. But yeah, there's really not much visual effects. Like we said, only a few things to be honest. But a lot of
Yes,
stuff was practical. And this movie just didn't really need it. It didn't really need it. It was more about the story than it looking fantastic and extravagant.
right.
But the things that we
Um,
did get did look nice.
yeah. And now up next is cinematography, which
Yeah.
we would love to jump into. Um, so there's one scene which I really enjoy. It's when Daniel Craig or Blanc is explaining to the group who killed Cassandra Brandt, or Helen, or Andi, whatever, Cassandra, Andi, whoever you want to call it, Helen.
Yeah.
Um, and the way it was shot though, like where Blanc is walking down like the alley and the camera's
Mhm.
going behind the glass things, but it's still showing like Blanc. I keep fucking hitting my microphone. Um, and it's still showing Blanc um walking through it, and I just think it was really cool.
Yeah.
And I love single shots like that. Like there was one little short film that I watched. It was by Tarantino.
Mhm.
It was called Four Rooms. Like, and the whole thing was a single shot.
Really?
The entire thing. It was
That's kind of
fucking.
cool.
It was hilarious, and it was funny, and it was just. It was amazing to watch. I have to
Was it
say, it was. It was called Four Rooms. You really only have to watch like the last half hour.
was it a short or was it like a feature?
So the thing is, it's a full movie,
Mhm.
and each room that this bellhop goes to was directed by a different director.
That's cool.
The last room that he goes to was directed by Tarantino,
Oh, gotcha.
and it's very good.
That's really fun. That's
Yeah,
it. That's so creative and
very
unique.
creative.
I feel like I've never heard of something
Are
even
we really
remotely
wearing the
close to
same
that.
shirt right now? I didn't even realize that.
Yes, sir. Um, but yeah, continue. Did we have anything else for?
No, I just love, for me, I just love like single shots like that.
Yeah.
But the cinematography is great, and also like they zoom in a lot, like to make it more dramatic. Like they do a bunch of great things in this movie.
Yeah, speaking of the zooming in, I noticed when there were a lot of single shots of like just
Yeah,
medium shots, like pretty much what we have right here
right.
as our cameras. Do you ever slightly would notice that slow zoom in
Yeah.
as they were, and it just looked really nice.
Well,
I liked it.
that's what happened like before that one scene I was talking about, before he starts walking down the hallway. It's a medium shot, and then it slowly gets closer and closer into his face, and
Yeah.
but it was done very well, and
Yeah.
it couldn't have looked better.
Yeah. The first time I noticed it was when Helen or Andi was talking to Blanc at, I believe it was Helen's apartment.
Mhm.
They were on the patio or on the porch,
Right.
whatever you want to call it, and they had single shots like this, and you notice a little slow zoom in. It was really clean, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Um, what else? Oh, the one I have to mention, when they're figuring out the puzzle,
Yeah.
that is
Oh my
such a
god.
great scene.
So
By the
good.
way, all the different pieces of the puzzle moving so clean and smooth that it just looked really nice. And then there's a
Yeah.
whole other aspect to it. All the people talking on the phone.
Yeah.
And every time you
And
had
it's
somebody
cutting
else
to a
talk,
different piece, and it's,
yeah.
yeah.
Every time you had
It's
somebody else
beautiful.
talk, the screen would change and open up like another layer, and someone else's face would be like right in here. Someone
Yeah.
else would talk here, and it would open up here. And it was just so smart and smooth, and I really, really loved how they did that.
It was great.
And my final one here is after Lionel is on the Zoom call with, I guess, coworkers or whoever it is.
Yeah.
The next scene is Birdie's party. This is in the beginning of the film.
Hmm.
And then the first shot shows the TV with Claire on TV,
Right.
obviously. And then it pulls back the camera and it just reveals the whole party of everybody there. And I think that was just a really, really smooth transition and
Yeah.
really
I,
well
I
done.
I love when they do stuff like that too. Like
Yeah.
if like say it was like Kathryn Hahn, she starts filming whatever she's filming, she's doing her press conference, and then it slowly zooms out, zooms out, zooms out, and it's a TV at some function
Yeah.
to introduce a new character, which I love. I love when they do
Yeah. It
that.
was
They do
really,
so well.
really cool. Rather than just jump cutting or fade to black or
If
like
it's
dissolve.
done, yeah, if it's done well, it's perfect.
Yeah. No, I thought it was really good. But I
So
think that
right,
was really it for that.
yeah. So right now we are going to mention our merch.
Mhm.
Give a little shout out to our merch. Um, as you can tell, John and I are both wearing it.
Yeah, we have it on right now. Our hats are in.
Oh yeah, dude, I didn't
Yeah,
even
I'm
see that.
rocking the new one shot
Dude, that
hat.
looks great.
It looks great. I love it.
We're both rocking the new one shot desk mats, but we can't pull up and show
Yeah,
you.
I
But
can't show you, but they're on there. It looks really nice. It's
it look
huge,
it
which I
is it is
love.
it
It
is
covers majority of the
giant.
desk, and yeah, go check out the merch. Well, next thing I think I want to grab is a mug, because I just like to have it on my desk.
Yeah. Just kind of
And
like
yeah, just
in the studio we can even use it.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Um,
I gotta get some more stuff. I think
yeah,
I want to get a hoodie because I'm more of a hoodie guy than a crew neck guy, but I do love our crew neck.
I have 3 crew necks from us. I have our original one. I have the
Oh, you got the
um,
Christmas one.
yeah, I have the Christmas one that
Yeah.
I just got that I posted about, and then I have the small logo. It's this logo just on the breast,
Oh, okay.
and then it has the seats in the back,
Gotcha, gotcha.
which is so nice. I really love that one as
Yeah.
well. Well, I love them all because we made them, but
Yeah.
no,
I mean, it's comfortable too. Like it's
yeah,
just
no, they are.
they're so comfortable.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
I'm probably gonna
So
get like 2 sizes up hoodie because it's just gonna be so comfortable.
yeah,
Like
just swim
I'm
in
just
it.
gonna
It's
like
nice.
snuggle in it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. But
But
what do we
for
think?
15% off, use promo code onion for 15% off anything in our store. Really, I really suggest checking out the hats because I think they look fucking awesome. I
The
really
hats
do.
came out really nice. I'm really glad that we made them.
They look great, and I'm
Yeah,
so
no, I
glad we
love
were
it.
able to make them.
And it's all embroidered, so it's not like it's a
Yeah, it's not like
thing.
it's
It's
like
really, really
patterned.
nice. Yeah, no, it's really nice. So go check out the merch, oneshotmoviepodcast.com, and use code ONION for 15% off of your order.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the episode.
Yes.
Obviously, let's jump right into some Easter eggs. Not much to talk about. Obviously, this
Yeah,
is
and
kind of its own little franchise, so there's really not a lot. Only things I found out, besides like little ticky tacky stuff, is that the third film is already in works. It's not really an Easter egg, but
I'm
I didn't
glad though.
I didn't have a place to really put this, so I put it here. Yeah, the third film's already in works. Ryan Johnson announced that I think the day or two after this film released.
Yeah,
That was
he
nice.
announced that real early.
Yeah, so we started working on the script already. And Netflix already bought the rights to the third film. It bought the rights to Knives Out after hearing about the third movie's idea. So they fell in love with it and they loved it. So they bought it. And
Yeah.
the only real Easter egg I have, it's just kind of a goofy thing here. It's in the beginning of the film at Birdie's party again.
Yeah.
Birdie is trying to Shazam the song that plays from the box. And so she goes back and finds a lamp that's on a table that kind of looks like one of those big Amazon, like I think it's a big Echo or something. It's not the Echo
Which
Dot,
one? Like
the oval
like
one.
cylindrical one?
Yeah, the cylinder one.
Yeah.
And so she goes up to it and it's clearly not an Amazon. Like
Right.
it's not one at all. So she says, Alexa, Alexa, Alexa. I probably shouldn't be saying this. Mine's gonna go off.
I know. That's
Um,
why I'm letting you say it because I
she was
don't want mine
saying,
to go off.
she was saying, Alexa, Shazam this song like 10 times. There goes mine.
What did yours say
It
back
says,
to
"Oh,
you?
I don't know that one.
Of
I wasn't playing a
course.
song, so obviously." But yeah, she kept saying blank play Shazam this song, and it
Yeah.
was so funny because nobody said anything, but she's just there in the background as this dude comes up and says, "Oh, it's this song."
Right.
It's really funny if you notice it, which I didn't catch on the first watch.
Yeah. Well, speaking of things, you know, um,
Alexis.
yes. So whenever my girlfriend and I are on the phone and she tries to like set her alarm or something,
Yep.
she won't mute and she'll set an alarm for like 5 a.m. because that's when she has to get up for work. And I'll be like, great, now I gotta turn that off.
Yeah, no, that happens a lot to me too, to be honest. Oh well, we deal with
Yeah.
it. It is what it is. But yeah, that's really it for Easter eggs. I want to jump into some movie ratings. What
I
do we
well,
have?
I wanna I don't know if this is a mistake, but like,
Mhm.
how did they all survive that explosion?
Beats me. I don't fucking
I'm
know.
like, I'm like, I'm struggling to believe
Yeah.
that they all survived that.
Yeah, it's questionable. It
That
is.
that that was like the only thing. Like, I'm just struggling to believe that.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
And
I
I don't know if that's technically a mistake, but I'm just it's something I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around.
yeah, no, that's fair. I was confused that they all made it out because the
Yeah,
fire was extensive and the explosion.
right.
Kind of funny, but I'll jump in that what happens and why I think it's kind of funny later.
Yeah.
But it's nice.
Yeah. Well,
So,
so now we'll jump into movie ratings on websites, like John said earlier. John, take it away.
so first up, we have kind of a surprising one. Uh, we have IMDb, at a 7.3 out of 10. Kind of
Wow.
average. Kind of
Wow.
surprised by that one.
Yeah.
We have Rotten Tomatoes at a 93%. That's an audience rate and the critic rate. So I was really
Wow.
surprised that both were super high. And then we have Metacritic, which says this movie was a must watch. It has
I
their little medallion that says much must watch movie.
I'm
And
so happy about that.
they gave this an 81. And I'm really happy that they did because this
Oh
movie's
yeah.
deserving.
Do you
So
do you know what they gave? What did they give the first
that I don't
Knives
know.
Out?
Let me see.
Thing is you can barely fucking look up Knives Out without looking at Glass Onion.
They gave it a 82.
Oh wow.
So it's right there with it. I think the first one's better anyway, so
Yeah.
that works for me.
I every time I look up Knives Out, it says Joseph Gordon-Levitt's in it, but he really isn't.
No, he's
He
not.
is, but he isn't.
Yeah, well, he's connected to Ryan Johnson from Looper from 2012. We mentioned this
Right.
in the first episode. Go check that out. What episode is that anyway? Is that
4.
4? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because three's Breakfast Club,
Endgame.
5 is Batman.
Yeah. Endgame,
Yeah,
Adam Project, Breakfast Club, Knives Out, Batman.
yeah, definitely go check it out. Obviously, such a great movie. But yeah, I think these ratings
We
are
digress.
yes, these ratings are good, but they're very spread apart. Um, almost each separated by
They're
10.
all like yeah, I was gonna say a 10 gap.
Yeah. But
Um
I'm kind of in between all three.
I think I'm right with at least Metacritic on
Yeah,
this. Maybe
that's what I
maybe
feel
a
too.
little bit higher. I enjoy this movie so much. I loved
Yeah,
it.
I agree. But now we can talk about a little bit of budgeting and opening weekend.
Yeah.
I know this movie wasn't a full theatrical release, but it was released in the box office for a week. And in that 1 week, it made $15 million,
That's
which is
crazy.
still
That's
really great.
amazing.
So obviously, there was a budget. It was $40 million, and going back to Daniel Craig's salary, he made half of the budget.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
he made 20 million from this film,
Well, because I mean Netflix. Hold on.
which is
You
absurd. Uh,
you were frozen on me for a minute.
you good? Oh, I
Oh,
guess my
you froze
Wi-Fi
again.
shit in the bed because you froze for me.
Yeah, no, I
You
think
good?
it's just both of our Wi-Fi's. They're kind of shit in the bed right now.
Oh well,
Yeah.
I think so. Um, but yeah, he made half of the budget of this film in his salary, which was crazy. But yeah, they made 15 million from the box office, and now it is on Netflix. And it is the number one movie on Netflix right now,
Yeah. I
which is pretty
actually saw that
crazy.
today on Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty crazy.
that's crazy.
But
When this comes
it's
out, it probably still
well, it's
might be
so
the
deserving.
it still might be the number one movie on Netflix by the time this comes out.
I would think so. It's
That's
gonna
kind
come out in like 3 days, so
that's also another reason why we're doing this. We're trying to catch it while it's still relevant. Why
yeah,
we're trying to
exactly.
that's why we're doing a Zoom episode for you guys.
Yeah, rather than waiting to get back into the studio and through
And missing its
uh
relevance.
yes, exactly.
Um,
But
but I think
you know,
we should probably hit our favorites and then wrap it up since our Wi-Fi is kind of both of our
yeah,
Wi-Fi's are kind of telling us to
not
go to
doing good.
bed. It's
I
time.
I
It's
think
time to go to
so.
bed.
Yeah.
um, it is almost 1 a.m. here. So,
Yes, it is. So I'll let you take it away. What's your favorite
oh, I'm
quote
going
and
first.
or
Okay.
scene?
So, my I have two favorite quotes, but this movie is riddled with amazing like one-liners and stuff like that. Um, so uh, it's when Blanc is talking to Braun, and it's the whole scene, who killed Cassandra Brandt. They're trying to figure out the suspects, and then you know Braun goes, so who tried to kill me? And Blanc responds with, nobody tried to kill you, you vainglorious buffoon. It's just so funny.
That's such a outlandish word. Like, where
Yeah,
do you even think of that? But that's
it's
his
such
character,
and it's
though.
such a direct insult too. Like it's
Yeah,
like he
that's
knows like,
yeah. No, I thought it was really great. It's such a Blanc word to
oh
use,
yeah,
though.
oh yeah.
So I thought that was really funny.
And then this one is another one from Blanc. It's after he loses while playing Among Us.
Yeah,
And it is, I'm very bad at dumb things. There's another one. There's another quote in there that
from the same
I
scene.
just no, I can't. It was like it was where he like Blanc just goes, you son of a bitch, you stole what I told you. Like where
Yeah,
I forget what the
yeah,
exact quote was, but like it was so funny.
yeah.
I
That was,
thought
I
that was
think,
hilarious when I
it had to have been in the same scene as Vainglorious
oh
Buffoon,
no, I think maybe after when they all find Andi.
maybe.
I
But
think it's
and it
later.
doesn't, yeah, it doesn't really matter. But that
Yeah.
that line is really funny too,
Yeah.
because we realize, well, the movie makes us believe that Ron is this mega
Victim.
genius.
And victim though too.
Yeah. And then in the end, we realize that he's just dumb.
He's an
So
idiot.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, what's
So
your
funny.
favorite scene?
Dude, I don't
If you
have
can
a favorite
choose.
scene. I just have a favorite like last my thing is my favorite is the last 30 minutes of the movie.
That's
It is
fair.
fantastic. Going like literally seeing everything unravel, each layer coming apart of his lie, of his how he got his riches, how he did this, how he did that. I loved it, and it couldn't have been done any better. And I'm
No,
just
it was great.
I loved it so much.
Yeah. I feel like you said the same exact thing for the first one, how you just
But
love the end of the film.
I love it how they unravel it, like how they show you what actually happened right at the
Yeah.
end.
Well,
It's
this
it's
movie,
fantastic.
I feel like this movie, it took a little bit longer to explain it. Where
Right.
in the original Knives Out, they did it within like 5 minutes.
It also took a lot longer to figure out uh who died, or like how they were gonna die.
Yeah, I feel like
Or
in the first one they had more to explain and break down,
yes, the first one I think it
so it
was
took a
it was
while.
a very good introduction, and they started off very quick. They started off with
Yeah,
Harlan with his throat slit already, in the study.
yeah.
And then it started off from there, which I think with that first movie, that's what they needed to do to establish, you know this is what this movie is, and this is how we're going to go through it.
Yeah, and then they jump bam right into interviews, and it was just
Right.
the movie was just so fantastic.
And I think with this one, they kind of took a little bit more of their time because they've
Yeah,
already established that presence of this is what this movie's going to be. But it wasn't. There were twists. There was
yeah,
this.
of
There was that.
course.
Dude, I thought the assistant was trying to kill Miles the entire like for majority of the movie.
Penny,
Yeah,
yeah, she was just fucking irrelevant. I'm
I
gonna be
literally thought
honest.
I literally was like I was like she has the most to lose. She's the one that tried to kill him, and then
Yeah,
my
no,
theory is just completely wrong.
yeah, I'm not a big fan of her character. That's why I didn't even mention her in the script because
Yeah,
she's just kind of she's there,
but
but she's
I
not
I
an
thought she
integral
was the
part.
one trying to kill Miles,
Yeah,
and then come to find out, I'm
yeah,
completely wrong.
no, I know. But anyway, I'll jump into my favorite scene and quote.
Yes,
My quote is the same as you. Nobody tried to kill you, you vainglorious buffoon.
so good.
It's so Blanc.
It really
It
is.
That's the only way I can describe it. Um, my only complaint about sorry, I'm getting a little off topic here. My only complaint about Blanc, they made him a little comedic in this film, whereas in the first one he was more serious. Like he
Yes,
had like in the beginning they show him in the bathtub and he's with Among Us and
but also I think that was to show his mental state. He was kind
yeah.
of
No,
losing it.
I understand that, but at the same time, like he was so serious and on it in the first one.
Right,
Maybe it was COVID that made him peel back and,
right.
show that side of him. But I think in this film he was a little bit different. But maybe that's not a bad thing. So,
Yeah,
but that was my favorite quote. My favorite scene is this was so great. It's the burning of the Mona Lisa scene,
yeah,
and pretty much Miles wants to be in the same breath as the painting, and he finally is. And it as it burns, it's so great. They show so many different things going on. Um, so pretty much, if you guys didn't see that scene, Helen Brand, she uses a fragment of the solid hydrogen fuel that he created, and she uses it, throws it down, and incinerates the glass onion with the Mona
yeah,
Lisa there, and it's so great. And then Helen has this great line. She says, "Fuel of the future just barbecued the world's most famous painting," and then she says, "Miles got his wish that he was going to be in the same breath as the Mona Lisa," and it was perfect that scene,
yeah.
and I really loved it. How it was all
That was
just
great.
everything led up to that moment there. They mentioned him being in the same breath as the painting throughout the
Yeah.
entire film.
Oh yeah.
Even
It was
even
a
when they
huge
have
part of the film.
the even when they have the flashback
Oh yeah.
in the bar, they
And
said
that
it.
was
And
probably key to have it, especially there.
yeah, of course. But that was my favorite scene. I think it was perfect. So
So uh, since we're at the end of the episode, you might as well give a little rundown of what actually happened. So, the plot explains it pretty well, but Miles Braun acts like the victim, but he's the one that did all this. He's the one
yeah,
that actually killed Andi, who is Helen's twin sister, who Helen pretends to be to go to the island,
yeah,
and Braun is actually behind this whole thing, tries to kill Helen. Which great scene, by the way.
yeah. That
Great,
was
great
cool.
scene.
Little slow-mo action.
Oh yeah.
And then that was a big
Little
twist too,
little
by the
Zack
way.
Snyder action.
Yeah. Don't even get me started on Zack Snyder. I hate that movie so much. But yeah, no, that like death scene of Helen,
Yeah, that was
it
great.
was great. And that was a big twist because I thought, oh shit, like they actually killed her.
Yeah, so
And
did
then
I. I was like,
little do
holy
we
shit, how many
know,
people are gonna die?
yeah, then little do we know she's still alive.
Yep.
They just get her with a little
Hat
sriracha,
sauce.
and then it gets her in the eye and she starts freaking out.
Nah, what goes up her
Oh, in the
nose.
nose. Sorry, yes,
Yeah.
in the nose. And I think
Dude, if I had to
that
take
was just
fucking
funny.
hot sauce up the nose, I don't
Ooh,
think I'd be able to do it. No
that's
way.
rough.
Dude.
Uh,
I think
but
I'd cry.
yeah, no,
Like it would just be
100%,
it would be so painful.
no doubt. I think so too.
All right. Well, it's time to wrap it up and pack it up. But before we do, we might as well hit our favorite not our favorites. Oh my god, our final readings.
Yeah. You
So
guys know
John,
how we do these.
yes.
Rank them on three different scales: acting, plot, and overall. For me, acting, I'm gonna go with an 8. Um, Blanc was great. Craig was great. I think Monet was great. Kathryn Hahn, she was great. Um, Kate Hudson, she was good. Bautista, like he is who he is. So there's not much to comment about him. Madelyn Cline, she was good for her role as well.
Yeah.
She's kind of typecasted
Yeah, of
in a
course.
way. Say so is Bautista. So it's nothing new.
Um,
Really enjoyed Leslie Odom or Lionel. He was really great too.
yeah.
So acting
Leslie
definitely
Odom
an 8.
Jr. is great.
Yeah.
God.
So 8s for acting. Plot, I'm gonna go with a 10
Ooh.
because this was really integral. It was so many things, and obviously it's called Glass Onion, despite it actually having a glass onion.
Because there's layers to this shit.
There's just so many layers to it and things that I didn't expect, even though I thought certain things were going to happen. That's what they want, which is perfect. And then overall, I'm going to give this a 9.
Yeah.
I was going to go with an 8, but I'm kind of in between. Like I would give it an 8.5, but I know we don't do decimals.
Yeah.
So I have
We
to
let our
round up.
guests do decimals, but we don't do decimals.
Yeah. So I have to round up and give it a 9.
That's tough. That's so hard.
I didn't
because,
want to
like,
give it a 9.
I'm like in the same boat as you. Like it's tough. So acting is going to be an 8 for me, just because Bautista kind of takes away a little bit.
Yeah.
He really does. He takes a little bit away from this movie. I think his character was a little stupid. Not like his act. You know what I mean? Like I think
His
making
character.
I think making it him like a YouTuber slash influencer wasn't the right move.
Yeah, they just made Duke dumb
Yeah, I don't think that
for
was the
some
right move for
reason.
him. And it
What are they
kind
trying
of
to say about influencers?
yeah. Um, but that's like the main thing for me is like that's why I would give it an 8. It kind of took away from
Yeah.
um the whole movie and like you took away from me actually like being able to like this character.
Yeah. No, I can see that.
For plot, man, so difficult.
I
I
know.
loved it. I loved it. I did. I think I'm sticking with you. 10 and then overall 9. I have to. It's so hard.
Same scores.
Yeah,
Might be a
it's
first.
the thing is no,
Oh
definitely not a
no, you're
first.
not, because we've given movies all
We've given
sevens,
yeah, we've
straight
given
sevens.
movies the same scores a bunch of times. Um maybe February we do Black Panther. Since we have huge different opinions on that. Like we have
That's true.
so
Yeah.
stay tuned. Who
Yeah,
knows?
definitely. But same
Yeah.
scores. I was kind of surprised you gave it that
Why?
that score. Just because
I
like
love this movie. This
no,
was
I know.
fucking great.
I guess I'm more surprised I gave it as high of a score as I did because I enjoyed it, but it's not in the same tier as the first one.
I think we gave it higher scores than the first one.
I don't know. Probably well, definitely on the plot. I think I gave it a 9 on the plot last time.
Yeah,
But
I mean we'll
I
have to
guess
go back and check.
realizing what it was the second time around,
Yeah,
I have to give it its coins for it. It's
yeah,
so good.
it really is. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
But with that, it's almost 1 a.m. So we're going to sign off here. Um,
Yeah.
thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Thank you everybody who's stuck with us for um almost the whole year that we've been doing this. Thank you for um everything that you guys have done. If you can go support us on Patreon, it would help us out so much.
That would
Any
be
little
great.
bit counts. Um, you get access to like our Discord on certain tiers. I think all of the tiers you might actually get access to our
Yeah.
Discord server. Um, follow us on our socials, Twitter, Instagram. Uh, you're watching us on YouTube. Subscribe to us on YouTube. If you're listening on Spotify, you know, give us a review, anything like that. See, John's yawning. I'm trying to get him to bed. What else? What else am I missing, John?
Yeah,
Go get your merch.
yeah, go get your guys some merch. OneShotMoviePodcast.com. Grab yourself a new hat. Just
Oh,
came out in the shop about a month
hats look
ago.
great. I already
So
had one of my
excited for that
coworkers
drop.
buy a hat. I already got
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah, it was nice.
Um,
Yeah, go check it out. And like you said, if you're listening on any of the podcasting platforms, Apple Podcast or
mhm.
Apple Music, Spotify, try and leave us a review and some sort of stars, 5 stars, 4 stars, whatever you think is appropriate.
Whatever you feel like giving us. If you want to give us 5 stars, it'd be much appreciated.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening and or
Yeah,
watching. And I think that's really it.
yeah, I think so. So first episode of the new year. Happy New Year, everybody, and I hope you
Happy New
guys
Year.
all have a great New Year. And that's a wrap.
You're now tuned in to the One Shot Podcast hosted by Vincent and Jonny.
This show contains movie spoilers, R-rated content, and Hollywood's hottest takes on movies old and new.
Listen at your own risk.